So companies have to do whatever they need to do in order to survive in environments like this. And UPS is kind of the perfect example of this, because UPS has started replacing more and more of their employee drivers with gig drivers. UPS is now utilizing more gig drivers in their own personal vehicles to handle smaller, lower value deliveries instead of its big, iconic brown trucks. Why are they doing this? Well, the goal is to cut costs as the company faces declining profit margins. And this is following up to the 34,000 buyouts and layoffs of the full-time drivers and warehouse workers that they've gotten rid of. And they've gotten rid of a total of 48,000 employees since the beginning of 2025. And with the prevalence of online shopping, people will buy, a $3 item and get it delivered. Guys, I'm guilty of it. I've done it. I'm sure a lot of people who watch this channel have done it too. And the thing about that is now most deliveries are business to consumer deliveries that are smaller and lighter and less profitable for the company making the delivery. For example, look how much UPS's profit margins have gone down in just the past 10 years, okay? Their domestic operating margin has fallen to 6.4%, down from 14.2% a decade ago. That is a massive loss. FedEx has also seen a similar drop to 6%, also about half of what it earned 10 years ago. And the real irony of this is you would think that more people shopping online and these deliveries that you see every single day, a UPS truck or an Amazon truck or a FedEx truck on your street delivering a package to somebody, you would think that would be great for business and that these companies would be thriving, but it's actually the opposite. So UPS has been very tight this year. They have saved $2.2 billion this year alone through layoffs, buyouts, and facility closures. And the company closed 93 buildings, and it's reducing deliveries for Amazon, which is also a low margin game. And of course, UPS especially is trying to push out their union drivers who are paid $45 an hour for lower paid younger workers who are only earning $23 an hour. Like, this is the state of the job market, guys. Just think about that. People who've been working at UPS a long time are making $45 an hour, maybe even more in some cases, which is not bad. And those people have been making that money long before inflation was a real problem, right? But nowadays, if you want to make a good living working at UPS, that opportunity is gone. You're making $23 an hour, which might have been okay before the pandemic, but now, after inflation has wreaked havoc, it's not. There's no real opportunity there. It's a dead-end job. You're not going to be able to make enough to really get ahead in life. And the smart long-time drivers with UPS are taking the buyouts and they're leaving. They talked to one guy who's been working there for 34 years and he's retiring early and taking the buyout. And he also has said that the job has become a lot more demanding and stressful with increased stops per day, going from 60 stops a day about 10 years ago to 120 stops a day. You're talking double stops. So they want you to do twice the amount of work as a UPS driver for half the amount of pay. Go figure. And these companies have kind of reached the maximum amount of stops that they can do per driver. Like, one person doing 120 deliveries a day is pretty much where it's at. That's the maximum. You can't really squeeze more than that out of somebody. So they have to pivot towards other things to increase their profitability. Like, they're looking at higher margin markets like healthcare, for example, international shipping, and business to business deliveries.